class, so we're going to be working on lesson 4 of our module today. And so far what we've learned is about equal groups. We've been looking at pictures that show equal counters inside of them. And then we've been able to show these equal groups using repeated addition. And then yesterday we simplified some of the problems by turning the repeated addition equations into doubles. Okay, so the one thing that we're going to be adding today is tape diagrams. Okay, so we have this problem here, so let's read it. It says there are 2 apples in Jane's bag, 3 apples in Sam's bag, and 1 apple in Brad's bag. How many apples do the children have in all? So first we can think about it like, oh, let's just go ahead and see what parts do we have in a equation. And I'm going to do it just with a tape diagram. So I know that there's 3 people, Jane, Sam, and Brad. So there's 1 person, 2 people, 3 people. Okay, so this is a tape diagram because it looks like a piece of tape, like as if you ripped it off and it's got parts. Okay, so Jane's bag, she had 2 apples. 1, 2. Okay. Sam's bag has 3 apples. 1, 2, 3. And Brad's bag only has 1 apple. Okay. So right now I can automatically say these are not equal groups. Each of these little squares does not have the same amount of apples as the other ones. Now, the question is can we turn this into equal groups? We can look and see, okay, there's 2 here, there's 3 here, and there's 1 dot here. Could I move any of these dots and turn each square into equal groups, like as if they were counters? I see that 3 plus 1 would be 4, so maybe I can move one of my counters over. So I'm going to erase that one, and I'm going to actually put it over here. So now, do I have equal groups? Yes, I have 2 in this square, 2 in this square, and 2 in this one. So I could show it in a tape diagram like this. I now have 2 plus 2 plus 2. And if that were to be written out as a repeated addition sentence, we would show it like this. 2 plus 2 plus 2 equals, and this is one where we can skip out 2, 4, 6. Okay, so this was the same amount, there's 6 here, as this problem. And all we had to do was move some of the objects around and turn them into equal groups, and that made it an easier problem to solve. Okay, so let's look at a different problem. And I see I now have a tape diagram that has 4 groups. There's 4 boxes, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now a tape diagram is just like how we were kind of going about doing it with circles, except now they're just done in squares. So don't let that distract you from seeing them in smaller groups, okay? So I see that down here it says 4 equal groups of blank equals blank. So right now I have 4 groups, but are they equal? No, this one has 2, this one has 3, this one has 5, and this one has 2. They are not equal groups. So maybe what I need to do is move some of the counters around so that way I can finally get some equal groups. So let's see. I definitely see that in this group, my 5 can get spread out. So if we were in school, we would be using counters to do this. But one thing that we want to do is just make sure that we can move things around. So I see I have another one, and maybe I'm going to move it over here. So now I should be able to see some equal groups. I see that I have 3 in each box. So I'm going to redraw my tape diagram to show it with what is inside. I have 3 in that box, 3, 3, and 3. Okay. If I want to show it with repeated addition, I would say 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals blank. So I can do doubles. 3 plus 3 equals 6. And 3 plus 3 equals 6. So 6 plus 6. And if we know our doubles, that equals 12. So what I would be able to do down here is say 4 equal groups of 3, because there was 3 inside of each one of the groups, is equal to 12. So we kind of went through and did it in a couple different steps. First, we looked at it as a picture, and we fixed any of the groups that needed to be equal. Then we showed it in a tape diagram. Then it became a repeated addition equation, and then we used doubles, okay? Now we are gonna get to the point where we're not gonna have to do all these steps. We're gonna be able to solve this just as it is. But it's important that we go through, even if this is easy for you, it's important that you understand where to start so you know how to deal with it when it gets harder and harder. So let's look at it as if it got a little harder. Let's say our tape diagram only had 3 groups instead of 4. How would we go about solving this problem and fixing the groups up above? So let's see, I'd have to move these down into some smaller groupings. So I see that I can move, let's see, instead of having 4 groups with 3 in each one, I now have 3 groups with 4 inside of each one. So I can re-show that now in a different type of tape diagram. I could say 4, 4, and 4. So I'm going to rewrite it now as a repeated addition equation. 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals blank. And now I can do some doubles. 4 plus 4 equals 8, plus 4 more equals 12. So I could rewrite this equation and say 3 equal groups of 4 also equals 12. And you're going to see a pattern happening here. These numbers are getting swapped around, but they still create the same answer at the end because the amount of counters that we're using hasn't changed. It's just the way that we're grouping them, and that's changed. So let's look at a word problem to see how we would start using some of these strategies. Okay, so I see, here's our problem. The flowers were blooming in Maria's garden. There are 3 roses, 3 buttercups, 3 sunflowers, 3 daisies, and 3 tulips. How many flowers are there in all? And then this is the important part. Draw a tape diagram and a repeated addition equation to solve. Okay, so first I'm going to do the tape diagram. And I see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different flowers that I need to show. So I'm going to draw my tape diagram showing 5 boxes. Now it's hard to draw perfect boxes, and like I said yesterday, it's okay if it's not perfect. The thing that I always learned is if you're going to draw something, if you need 5 boxes, you draw 4 lines. If you need 3 boxes, you would draw 2 lines, and so it's a smaller amount. Okay, it's okay if it's not perfect. Okay, so now we need to show it as a tape diagram with the dots. So each box has to have 3. So I see 3 roses. So I'm going to put, and remember it's just going to be quick, 3 roses. I see 3 buttercups. I see 3 sunflowers, 3 daisies, and 3 tulips. Okay, so now I have it in a drawing form of a tape diagram. Now I need to show it in number form. So again, I'm going to draw my boxes. They don't have to be perfect, but I see I have 3, 3, 3, and 3. So here it is in the tape diagram. Okay, so I'm going to cross that off my list because I already did it. So it's right here. Then I still have to do a repeated addition equation. Okay, so I'm going to show it now. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals blank. Now, it doesn't say you have to use doubles. It just said repeated addition, but if that is what has been working well for you, then I would suggest continuing to do that. If you want to just count by threes, then you could do that as well too. So let's see. I'm going to do doubles. 3 plus 3 is 6. 3 plus 3 more is 6 plus 3. So I know that 6 plus 6 is 12 plus 3 more is 15. So that is the answer to my problem, and I'm going to write it now in a word sentence. There are 15 flowers. Okay? And that would be how you would go about solving the word problem using those strategies. So you just got to double check that you did everything. I did the tape diagram, and I did a repeated addition equation and solved it. Okay? So both parts were finished, and I got the correct answer.